Good afternoon, guys, from Johnson Lake on the Kenai Peninsula of Alaska. I hope you're having a great day. It is a beautiful one here. We have this place all to ourselves. The lake is glassy calm, and it's just, like we said yesterday, a happy place. But today is more a follow-up to a video that we produced last week about offending people. But there's a bigger situation going on in YouTube right now, and it has to do with their artificial intelligence and their algorithm picking up the words that are coming out on people's videos. And what they're doing is demonetizing folks' videos based off of these words. And these words are totally inconsistent, and sometimes, many times, they have several meanings. So I have to give a shout out to the YouTube channel Sladra. He went in and said these words and uploaded videos, and they were getting flagged for being not suitable for all advertisers before they were even published. And this has happened to us. We upload a video, and before it's even published, it's got this flag on it. So that tells me that it's not viewers out there flagging content as inappropriate. It's more so the algorithm picking it up. So here's some of the crazy words that we cannot say on YouTube videos anymore. Coke, but you can say its competitor name of Pepsi. I feel sorry for those people that vlog from Africa, because Africa is now a bad word, along with Asia, North America, and South America. So this new crackdown on content is very difficult for the gamers, because in gaming, there's video games called Assassin's Creed, and you can't use that word. You can't say kill, you can't say bomb. You can't say terrorist. But if Dan Rather back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, did news reports on communists, does that make him a communist, or is he just a journalist? And I know, a dude sitting on a lake fishing right now is kind of the furthest thing away from journalism, but in a respect, we're out there, we're reporting things, so yeah, it is a form of journalism, and I think to a certain degree freedom of speech, but at the same time, there just needs to be a little human common sense to the deal. It can't just be so black and white. And the way they demonetize your videos, a lot of people get their views on the first day or two of their videos, so they lose out on their income. And it's very disturbing, because most of your favorite YouTube channels out there, don't be surprised if they're actually depending and relying on the income from their channel. So I got this off of Casey Neistat's video on the subject of demonetization. But did you know that Jimmy Kimmel is allowed to say those words on his channel? And he's the late night talk show host, and they kind of post clips of his late night talk show. It's just amazing that it's okay for this person, but it's not okay for this person. And this person, they get gazillions of views. It's just not fair, and it's just not right. But on a positive note, of our 5 videos over the past couple days that have received these content flags for not being suitable for all advertisers, all of them have gotten overturned. So the colonoscopy video, I guess the video where I talk about offending you guys from the colonoscopy video, and the video where we talk about our upcoming trip to Morocco, Africa. So all of those have gotten dropped. So we're in the clear, but still, it doesn't make it any less frustrating. All right, well, now it's time for me to do a little fishing. I'm going to link a few videos in our end screen where I got this information from, and I think they will also help you understand where YouTube is going with this. And I hate to say it, but it is very disturbing when we have to mark our words so carefully. Like, if you're gonna kill weeds in your driveway, you're not allowed to say that word on a YouTube video. If you're gonna install a starter kill switch, you can't say that. If you were born in Africa, can't say that. It's just gone too far. But forget all those problems. It's time to go fishing. Well, being a die-hard and lifelong fisherman has made me pretty good at making up excuses when I don't catch fish. And I don't want today to be one of those days, especially in Alaska. Being on your home turf has some advantages, but in my time here, I have yet to see a single fish break the surface. So that tells me there's no fish in here, or, hang on, the fish are deep because of the time of year and they're transitioning. So it's really hard to tell, but it's going to be a process of elimination. Generally, when the fish are deep, they're more looking for food, or you have to do some vertical jigging. But this lake really is not all that deep. I'm going to have difficulty trolling with all the weeds. I can see them. They're just like 4 or 5 feet down in the deepest parts. Another possibility as to why there might be no signs of fish is that there's a pike population, and northern pike are a ferocious predator, and you know, Fish and Game can stalk them all they want, but all they're doing is just feeding the pike. So if I see signs of a pike, I will change gears, you know, put on a steel leader and just heavier gear, different tactics. I can definitely feel the change in seasons today, guys. It was 19 degrees when we woke up this morning. That's the coldest we've seen in a long time, and it's probably not much over 35 degrees right now. Definitely a brisk day here in south central Alaska. Right now I'm targeting the channel between the two main bodies of the lake. There seems to be a nice little section of deep water here. Yeah, that's the type of place where fish like to hang out. All these lily pads are starting to die off, and so will most of the grass in the lake as the water temperature cools. But it is absolutely gorgeous out here, even if I get skunked right now. So if I duck in tight here, I can get out of that cold breeze. These campsites are great. You can see one right in front. Well, we can go vegan now. Look, I caught some weed. Oh wait, I can't say that anymore. Would you like fries with that? I wonder if it's an invasive species. Well, I think I prepared you already with all my good excuses for why I didn't catch a fish right now. It's because it's real life and it's not staged. But it's time to head in because dang, it's cold. Well, I have a confession for you guys, and this one may stir people up a little bit, but since we are out here all by ourselves, there's one dude way over there, and it's cold. We have been running our generator so we can run our oil-filled heater instead of the propane furnace. The forced air propane is just not very efficient, and it's like a roller coaster of temperatures inside the RV, whereas the oil-filled furnace, all it does is just get up to a temperature and it holds that temperature, and it's like a soft warm heat. So this little thing did not want to fire off this morning. It didn't like the 19-degree temperatures. But we're not paying to camp at all of these state parks and burning 2 gallons of gas or so in the generator all day to make yourself a little more comfortable. Totally within means, and there's nobody here to piss off. Do you mind if I run my generator all day? Is it all right if I run my generator all day? Hey, do you mind if I run my generator? You're not going to have a problem with me running my generator, are you? I guess no one has a problem with me running my generator. Except my crappy generator. And for us, when we're inside the motorhome, we hardly hear a purr. So I can say in good conscience that, hey, I'm not annoying anybody and I'm keeping myself comfortable. Alright guys, it's time to close this video out, and I had to walk over here because some clown's been running their damn generator all day. So let's get back to this whole YouTube and Big Brother watching you thing. It is very scary that that's the direction our world is going. As for that relationship between, you know, the viewers and the creators, you know, we just need to stick together, and hopefully somehow, some way, by us sticking together, we can have a voice one day, because that sadly is the reality, that you do feel like you don't have a voice with YouTube. You know, you can email them that help, but then you get some kind of canned generic answer. So it is what it is, and I guess time will tell on all this stuff. So thanks for joining us today. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and we will see you tomorrow.